The exhibition consists of more than 10 years of production made by the author, who has worked for than 2 decades about human migration, which she has exhibited in different borders and in each of the continents. Her active language includes installation of their art, intervention, and videos. Her style mixes contemporary art with folk art. Romero's work specializes in issues of social importance such as migration, gender roles, Mexican tradition, religiosity, and miscegenation. To do this, she uses and modifies everyday eating of global urban consumptions. The oil paintings are shown in a series of elliptical canvases in which she depicts symbolic iconographic elements of the global chaos caused by the pandemic. The next room shows 5 windshields that are story glass structure present an impeccable geometry that is marked by the red strays of violence. After the accident, as the word is called, is a metaphor for the loss of visibility we experience in confinement. The theme of migration is present in several pieces, among which are the mural composition made with all shoes as representing the traces of undocumented people crossing borders. An installation of pieces of perforated paper in whose center we see the sign of firearm floating in space and creating an optical effect that reflects skulls, making a stunning critique of the drama of war and the use of weapons. It also shows a reference to the iconography of the indigenous world in America, one of the themes that Betsabee has touched with her works. The work entitled Eagle Endless is made up of 6 tubes of colored feathers arranged in a suspense circle that symbolize not individual power as in ancestral times, but collective power in the indigenous world has a possibility to look at the other in this individualistic world. For textures, the artist used many, to be able to transmit what she thinks. Betsabee recalls having taken a color theory workshop with Joseph Albert. The latter wrote in 1937 that Mexico was the promised land of abstract art, by alluding to pre-Hispanic geometric designs. He also highlighted the importance of color in Mexican culture. These 2 ideas inspired her to develop an infinite code to work on elaborate metaphors. In her eagerness to develop an art that will reach the common people, the artist began to take an interest in urban symbols. The presence of symbolism in his work is a constant. Among the most important are recycled materials, symbol of a new cycle. Cars symbolize modern global consumption. It's considered an extension of the human body, a microcosm and the setting for much of urban life. Rubber and gum, material used in the pre-Hispanic times, uses it as a symbol of Mexican cultural roots. Rims, symbol of mobility. When I see the different words of this one, it makes me think and reflect. Seeing if her words touch on a contemporary dance and the problems that have arisen. When I see the words, I think about the loss of identity more than anything. Lost a part of our roots, and the endless journey to trying to find it. At the same time that new challenges arise. The part that I really enjoyed was the plume of feather for the colors and the symbolism of the force and a new dawn. Touching contemporary problems and using urban symbols for her work to bring people closer is certainly a success for the artist. One thing I saw was the transition of the color in the different exhibition room. It was a super contrast in the rooms. First, it was magenta pink, and from nowhere I went to a blue-gray, and then back to pink. I feel that in that part we'll need a more friendly transition. I really like the exhibition, and having to critically view this exhibition. I think that the artist's works, apart from being striking to my taste, led me to reflect on the themes that the artist combines. So yes, the exhibition called it When Time Broke, it's hard for me.